Hello there, Aries. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your January 2022 monthly overview reading. We will be focusing mostly on your oracle and tarot today, but I am also an astrologer, so if you're interested in getting in deeper to the astrology, that link will appear at the end of the video. You can click on that and watch the astrology forecast for this month as well to get even deeper into these messages. Aries, I hope you are doing great. It is always fabulous to spend time in your energy, and I hope that this new year is treating you well already. So Aries, keep in mind these are general messages. They won't resonate with every single one of you out there, so please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use, or would like to leave a donation for the channel, all those links and info are down below in the description box. So let's go ahead and jump on in. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Aries out there. What's coming up for them for this January 2022? Oh my goodness. So let's see what we have for their best and highest good. And we're going to start out, Aries, with a number of oracle decks. I'm doing a number of those for you as a little added bonus. Nice. Ooh, yes. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. It is just so beautiful. I love the artwork on it, the stillness card. So I would say that your key theme, your key word of January is stillness, peacefulness, tranquility, just kind of gliding into 2022 without a whole lot of stress, without quite as much anxiety. Something about this card just reminds me of the star card in the tarot, which is like, you know, that light at the end of the tunnel. It just feels like that journey, you know, because it's under that starry sky. And the swan to me connects very deeply with music, with the heart and the soul, and the divine. And on the bottom, I'm just going to give you an extra one. On the bottom of the deck, we have the success card. So I feel like your success comes as a result of a more peaceful mental attitude. It's really just sort of like, I know that there's stress in my life. I know there's anxiety, but I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm going to cultivate my own peaceful place within. And success is part of your theme as well this month. Let's get next into some numbers for you. Let's look into our numerology and see what we have got for Aries, please. I like this. Oh my goodness, perseverance. I'm just going to take this one. This one feels really strong to me, the number 4. And the number 4 is so much about foundations, the 4 corners of the home, the 4 directions, north, south, east, west. So I really feel like this is you just being very steadfast, very grounded, very determined in where you're going. So Aries, I would say if you're working on something or you know you're going in a good direction, you feel good about your path, keep persevering. Do not give up. That is a beautiful number to come through for you, is the number 4. Let's get into a crystal and chakra card for you next. See which one of these is best for Aries to work with. I like it. I really like this. The calcite crystal is coming up. This is to balance all of your chakras, and it has the keyword of calmness, of calm, and we had that stillness, that tranquility, the peacefulness. So Aries, this read is coming out really nice for you. It feels very clear, very direct. Yes, definitely cultivate your sense of calm, peacefulness. That doesn't mean you have to move slow. I know Aries doesn't like to move slow. Doesn't mean you have to stop doing everything. I know that's, but it really does say that Aries, when you come from, it's just like when martial arts, right? It's definitely active. It's engaged. But it comes from a calm, still place within. That is so important. And Aries, to me, you are like the little martial artist. You are the warrior, right? And you're gonna fight the battles of life so much better if you come from that place of inner stillness and calm. That's, I feel, what this is really getting you to work on. Let's get a spiritual guide, guardian, or ally that's going to work with you. Who wants to come out for our Aries, please? Look at this. Ooh, Lady Venus is coming out, Aries. Venus is in retrograde right now in the sign of Capricorn. But this is bringing you downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. You may be getting a lot of messages regarding love, relationships, those kind of dynamics. And I would say Aries, as one of the cardinal signs, you are going to be feeling this Venus retrograde, this Venus transit a lot stronger. All the cardinal signs, that's Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra, are going to be feeling this very strongly. You will, because it's squaring your sign, which creates a lot more friction, pressure, and it's going to show you some things that are really important for you to see about your personal relationships. Stay open to the downloads. And on the bottom, I'm getting chills. Oh my goodness, I got goosebumps when I pulled this one up. This is on the bottom of the deck, the Divine Director. So this to me is all about those higher realms, those higher entities, and divine beings really intervening and bringing back purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose. Peace, having joy. Yeah, and Aries, if you haven't had a lot of that, I feel like that's really what this month is bringing back to you, or bringing through you. Let's get into the last oracle card we're going to pull before I start your tarot, is the Realm of the Hidden Worlds. Let's see which one of these that Aries is most meant to embody. What realm are you meant to be working in? Or energy are you meant to be in the flow of? I don't use these cards much, Aries. But when I do, they're always beautiful. I like to use them at the beginning of the year. I feel like I really needed to shuffle those, and I'm glad I did. Look at this beautiful card. Oh my goodness. And the keyword on this, the plane of existence and reality that you're working on, is resurrection, the comeback, the rebirth, the renewal. Wow. I just got to say, and Aries, oh my gosh, I wish I could put every one of these up here for you, but look at the colors of these cards, and then look how this meets in the middle, and then look at that beautiful stillness card here with this. I'm just saying, it all just looks so beautiful together. It does. So I would say that this is a month, and maybe even a year ahead, Aries, of rebirth, resurrection, rising from the ashes like the phoenix. This card reminds me a lot of the Judgment card in the tarot, which is all about those restorations, comeback, rebirth, renewal, making your comeback, Aries, coming back stronger than ever, and knowing and learning and having embraced so much more wisdom when you do. Wow, nobody can mess with you, because you're going to be on this higher plane of stillness and calm. A lot of things that bothered you in the past, they're not going to be bothering you that same way. Oh my gosh, and I shuffled these before I started, and I just noticed that it was the Judgment card that's sitting on the very top. That's the card I told you it reminded me of. It's like, yeah, coming out of the grave, big rebirth, new existence. Wow. All right, so Spirit, let's get some tarot, please, for Aries. January 2022, what they're meant to see, what messages they need to hear. Oh, so good. I feel this one. I really feel this. Like, this one's grabbing me, Aries. I'm liking this reading a lot. Let me shuffle I use 2 decks. I clarify with one. So in the center of your Celtic cross is the Sun card, Aries. So I feel like, you know, you're coming into 2022 with this very bright, beautiful new energy. It's very childlike, joyful. This is victory after a lot of stress. you've been working really hard. I get that feeling, and you're really working for a good outcome. And I feel like even if you haven't quite got to where you want to go yet, it's like you've got it in your mind's eye. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. I know you're working hard. Definitely. I mean, this is a card of work, putting in the effort, really making sure that your work is of high quality. Learning and teaching. This is a big part of that. You might be teaching someone else. You might even be going back to school and learning a new trade, a new skill, something that makes you feel really happy. Just keep it one day at a time here, Aries. I know that can sometimes be tough. It can be tough because Aries, you like to keep things real exciting, and sometimes doing that Eight of Pentacles stuff is just like, oh, this is boring. When can I make when am I going to be done? Right? But this is really telling you don't give up. Remember, you had that number 4, that 4 of perseverance. This is reminding you to keep at it. It's going to be worth it. In the immediate past, we have the 6 of Cups. So I do feel like you've really been processing through some old nostalgias, some, sentimental feelings. You might be thinking about someone from your past. They might be thinking about you. Definitely kind of that energy. But I feel like a lot of you are kind of ready to let it go, especially if it didn't really lead anywhere. But keep in mind, oh yeah, this was definitely some talking back and forth. You've been talking to someone, they've been talking to you like, will you give me another chance? I really miss you. I'm really sorry I messed up. All of that kind of thing. For some of you, you might be working through this continually because we are in a Venus retrograde. We are going to be in a Mercury retrograde that starts on the 14th. But I'm telling you, yes, that's definitely like somebody coming around. From the past. And for some of you, I get the feeling you're letting that go. Some of you might be working through it for this month ahead. So going into the immediate future, we have the 4 of Pentacles. Again, there's that number 4. I love that we have a lot of green in this card because, again, it pushes back to this one. Let me get it. It's in here. Hold on one second, guys. Here it is. Yeah, there's our 4 and our 4. Perseverance, dedication. To me, the 4 of Pentacles sometimes gets kind of a bad rap because, people think of it being as a very kind of miserly card, where you're really holding on tight to your money. There can be a fear of loss or a fear of loss of, stability, scarcity, that kind of thing, because usually that's a card that says you're really trying to be very careful with your money. But it's not always a bad thing. It's just remember to keep it in balance. Don't hold on to something so tight that you can't let more good things in. But I just feel like, Aries sometimes lives very fast and very spontaneous, very impulsive. So sometimes it's not a bad idea to just be a little more watchful on the give and take. Very strong Taurus energy. Yeah, you're really learning the value of your resources, and I think you're also learning the balance between working hard and making the money, but also taking time to enjoy the results of your efforts, right? You deserve to have a break. You deserve some downtime to just enjoy what you've worked for. On the bottom, focus on the subconscious, is the 10 of Swords. So Aries, again, I feel like this is the end of a really difficult cycle for you. I feel like there's been betrayals, there's been wounds, there's been a lot of anxiety, fears, doubts, etc., insecurities. But I feel like that's coming very much to an end. And I feel that you're very focused on bringing it to an end. Like you're like, I want to feel better. I know that I'm better than this. I don't deserve to continue rehashing these old wounds or these old things that have happened to me in the past. Yeah, you're ready for some new energy. Look at that, my little Page of Wands. That is an Aries card, very strongly there on top of that 10 of Swords. So I do feel, Aries, you're ready for a new start. You're ready to have more fun, to lighten the energy up, to be more playful, to be more silly, to have just a better time. Yeah, time to let that 10 of Swords go. On the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit, is the 4 of Wands. Look at that. I love seeing these powerful 4s. Again, it really, that I feel like is your number of the month, is 4. And this to me says, hang in there. You're going to have the stability you crave, the kind of home life that you want, better connections. If you're looking for that soulmate twin flame connection, I feel like it's going to be, you know, a lot easier for that to come through. The potential is better this month. And if you've been in separation or you're having a challenging time with a soul connection, this is a good sign too that things are going to get reconnected. Could be that that Page of Cups energy from the past coming back, right? Nine of Wands is on top of this, Aries, so I do feel that you're a little bit defensive. You are a little bit self-protective around this person. They might be as well with you, but I feel like it's more you that's kind of like, yeah, I don't mind talking to you. Maybe I could even give you another chance down the road, but we got some things we got to work through. That's what I feel around that. Let's get into some suggested advice. What's the best approach for this month for Aries? Be in balance. Balance is important. This is the Justice card. Libra energy. It's your balancing sign, Aries. It's also very, very focused on relationships, focused on good agreements, signing good contracts. I would be careful of signing any kind of, you know, binding contracts in this month because we do have a Mercury and a Venus retrograde going. I would wait till after February 3rd to do anything like that. But the best approach is to stay in a place of balance, harmony, equal give and take, coming from a place of strength, coming from an impartial, more balanced kind of perspective. Anything that's been out of balance, it's time to bring it into balance. And look at that, the sun is shining on you this month, Aries. You've got this in your reading coming up twice. That's beautiful. The sun is the most positive card in the tarot, so staying in a very upbeat, optimistic mindset is really important. Even if you've been struggling with, you know, any kind of feelings of sadness, heaviness, etc., I feel like the best approach is very much to stay in a place of balance, stay in a place of positivity. And also just, again, that sun being in there twice, Page of Wands being in here, it's time to embrace that more childlike, innocent quality. With the sun, I just feel like there's so much end to difficulty. Like a lot of the real big struggles are getting put behind you. Let's get a potential outcome here for this month for you. Yeah, again, month of balance, the Two of Pentacles, which is Capricorn energy. We are in Capricorn season big time. So, you know, your ruling planet, Aries, is moving into Capricorn this month. And that's actually a great place for Mars. Mars is moving into Capricorn on the 24th, later this month. So that's a great place for it. It's going to bring you so much power of determination, stamina, getting things done. And I really do feel it is. It's so much about the balance. So much about the balance of life here for you. If you've just been working hard, kind of feeling like you're working yourself to death, Aries, this is really the time to lighten that up. It's really the time to bring that into balance. And, you know, if you just really hate your job or really can't stand what you're doing or where you are, it could even be time to say, you know what? Where could I go that would be better for me? Something that's going to be a lot more enjoyable. Yeah. Open your horizons. Open those horizons with the Wheel of Fortune. When you start to bring things back into balance and you start to go, you know what? It's not just all about just the money. It's also about the enjoyment of my soul, the enjoyment of my life path. This is going to open up a lot of doors for you here. That's a Jupiter-ruled card. A lot of things coming out of stagnation. I do feel, wow, yeah. On the bottom, 5 of Swords, 3 of Swords. I feel like you're really surmounting some old heartaches, some old emotional wounds, some old letdowns with that Ten of Swords. Yeah, Aries, there's been some really crappy people that have messed with you a lot in the past, and you might be even a little annoyed at yourself for feeling like you let them off the hook or something. Because I think you'd really just kind of almost like to just pop them in the nose. But I really feel like you're letting it go. I feel like you're moving past so much of that. So let yourself heal. This is a great read. There's so much positivity in it. The Sun card coming up twice is such a great sign. Let's get into an affirmation for you. Courage. Yes. I love this. Dare to be different, to make mistakes. Create, for it is in creation that you exist. In this world of dreams that stem from the eternal heart, you are one with all creation. All is possible. Go forth and be true to yourself, for it is only through being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Yeah. And Aries, you are a brave sign. I think you are. And it's just calling on you to be even more true to yourself and not be afraid to do your own thing. All right, Aries, have a wonderful month. I hope you have a fantastic beginning of your year, and I'll be seeing y'all soon. Take care.